Alright, I just made a whole video on this, so I'm not even gonna bother to re-record that because it was like 40 minutes. Basically, what it was discussing is how he took a client from zero, literally zero. He was losing $50 a day when he was running his e-commerce dropshipping brand when he came to us. He basically reached out to me via Instagram looking to scale up his Facebook ads. He had a product that was selling, but he was losing money on it, but he thought that it had certain good points about it, and he really liked the product. He really liked the brand he built around it. So what we did was we conducted an audit. We had a look over it. We had a good inspection of it, I suppose. We decided to take on that client. And this is kind of showing how we were able to do, I think it was 100,000 in the first month, 300,000 in the second month, and then around 450, 500,000 USD in the third month. And I'll throw up screenshots of that. Boom, boom, boom. First, second, third. And then I'll even throw up a screenshot of this month because we had a decline leading up to Christmas in one of our bigger months. We actually had a decline at the end. So from that point, that led into January being really shit. Conversion rate dropped off to about 1%. And we had to redo the whole process. And in February, we're 5 days in, we're already seeing about a 4.5% conversion rate. Things are doing really well. It's looking really solid again. Looking to scale back up, but we've made him hundreds of thousands of dollars. I won't say the exact number. We've made him hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit in AUD, because that is the location that he and this brand is from. The biggest thing you have to understand about getting to 600, 700, the higher numbers in e-commerce dropshipping is you need to make sure it's done properly. You're not gonna wing it to these levels. You're not gonna set up a one product store and then wing it. You need to deeply understand the market. You need to deeply understand the offers that are going to work. You need to deeply understand maybe even the use cases of the product. Like, you need to understand everything. Does the store look extremely branded? If not, how could you increase that? Because if your conversion rate's not up around 3 to 5% at least, 5% maybe most, I really doubt you get above 5%. If you're not at least running 3% conversion rate, you need to fix something on your store. Something needs to be fixed. So this is when you go through the checklist. For instance, for this client, when he came to us, I think he was running about 2.5% conversion rate, which it's not good. It's not a good conversion rate. It's okay. I believe we scaled up to 100,000 on the first month with that conversion rate before we were able to make significant alterations for the next month. But what you need to do is, for this, especially when you're starting with a new client, or say you are this dropshipping brand that you're losing money right now, your conversion rate's shit, you don't understand how to run Facebook ads. I'll run you through the whole process right now very quickly. The things you need to understand is conversion rate, which is mainly going to consist of product page. It's going to mainly consist of branding. It's going to mainly consist of like product photos. How good does your product page look? Like, how good does the overall brand look? It's all about feel. It's all about all these kind of things. It's all about how previous people experience the brand. So it's like, okay, with your product page, are your images high quality? If they're not high quality, get high quality images. Try not to use stock images that people can find anywhere. How do you intend on separating yourself from other brands in the niche if you can't separate by like these little things, product images, all these kind of things? Otherwise, you're just going to be the same. So product images is a big one. The next thing is making sure your description in your offer is laid out in such a way that it's appealing. For instance, you could run some type of bundle package. Buy one. It's normal. You have to pay for shipping. It's like, man, kind of shit. Yes, I kind of want the product. Do I want to pay shipping, all this kind of stuff. Then the second bundle, you can put like, okay, you get free shipping with this one now. So now your average order value is going up. If you do have a conversion rate that's low, your order value is going up. And then 3, like a family deal. You give them $10 off plus free shipping or whatever. So making sure that laid out in a good way. Having testimonials. Having reviews. Now you can write these, you can find certain things, make up your own. That's fine. If you don't have malicious intent, you're not trying to steal people's money, there's no problem in writing out your own reviews, bringing in your own product photos, everything. Massive thing is the reviews. Making sure your product page is laid out in such a way that it's appealing. What material is the product? What is the use case of the product? And then have like, when was the brand started? Why did you start it? Now, nobody's really going to give a fuck about that part. They just want to see you're established. You go, what's in the box of the product? That's a massive thing. Get the product, put it on next to a box, Photoshop this all together, put your logo on the box, make sure it looks clean, make sure it looks legitimate, and then put next to it what's in the box, and then show it like nicely, but like show what comes in the box, show the packaging, show how they're going to receive it, show gifts. This is a massive thing that we implemented, showing gifts in the product description of people using the product, what it looks like on them, all these kind of things. You could even put in you can get stock videos from Fiverr, Upwork, all these places where people will put your logo of that brand on fulfillment warehouse videos, and then it looks like you have a massive established brand with a warehouse video. All these things have made our conversion rate go up so much. Once you've done that, the initial scale or the initial start of Facebook ads is relatively easy if you're experienced. Maybe it's intermediate if you're newer, or you don't run an agency or whatever it may be. But I'll give you a really simple outlay, or give you a really simple variation of what we did for this brand. Set up your campaign, sales campaign, conversions, purchase event. Set up 10 interests that are on brand. On brand. If you sell quad biking gear, target people that would be interested in quad biking. If you sell makeup, target people that would be interested in makeup. Girl, Maybelline, skincare, wrinkles, moisturizer. These things are on brand. Don't target fucking outdoor camping, mosquitoes, random shit. I've seen this so many times where I go into an ad account and their interests are like fucking skewed. They're selling cups. A cup with a funny graphic, right? And they're targeting they're targeting microphones. There you go. I have a microphone here. Good example. It's random, not on brand. Might apply to some people. Usually won't apply to anyone. Usually won't apply. What you would target is, if we're going to use the cup example, coffee lovers, tea lovers, stay at home, people that work from home, these kind of things, a little bit more on brand. People that are interested in cups, mothers, who think in your mind, who would like that cup? You need to understand your ideal client and then target and narrate it towards that as much as you can. And then when you come down to the copy, come down to the offer, come down to all these things, you also do the same thing. Make everything on brand, make it on customer, make sure it makes sense. Anyways, you set up 10 interests on brand. Within every one of these interests, run 3 variations of that product in the ad. Very important. Very important. From that point, it's all about budget allocation. If your conversion rate is, say, now sitting around 4%, fantastic. You've launched 10 interests. 6 of them don't work, but 4 of them performing really well. They're performing 3, 4, 5 ROAS. Fantastic. Budget allocate after 3 days. And what I mean by that is scale back the ones that aren't working, or cut them completely, duplicate the ones that are working, or vertically scale them up, and repeat that process. Obviously, that's extremely beginner. There's no split testing or anything like that, but that will get you profitable. That will get you started. This will give you a massive head start on the rest of the competition. It started off with kind of me explaining how we did 604,000 from this client, kind of turned into just advice for everyone. But whether it's advice for everyone, whether it's whatever you want to take it as, extrapolate the information that I've given. This is exactly what we did for this client. They were losing $50 a day in spend, right? We came along, we changed interest, set up new Facebook campaigns, conversion rate optimized the whole funnel, wrote new copy, headlines, offers, everything, and they were able to scale up to over $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a month, every single month, basically. And then obviously now going into the start of the year, trying to do even more, way more. So that's how you do that. And yeah, extrapolate it out to your brands. Now, at our agency, we do this. We've done this for probably 5 to 10 brands by now. So if this is something that you're looking for, we do work with brands that have done, even less than 5,000 per month. As long as the branding's there and the product's looking decent and you have cash flow to run it, a lot of the time we may take on that thing and help you see massive adjustments or returns. So if it is something that you're potentially interested in, you want help scaling up your Facebook ads, you want help with the CRO, which is what we do as part of the Facebook ads, otherwise our end doesn't work as well, just send me a message on Instagram. And yeah, hopefully this information is helpful to you and you can extrapolate the value from it. And if you have any success with it, please message me on Instagram, and I'd love to know how it went for you.